Welcome to the course Python Programming. I am Dr. P. Govardhan, Professor of Computer Science and Engineering. At the end of this lecture, you will be able to learn control statements, simple if statement, if-else statement, nested if-else statement. In Python programming, there are two types of control statements. Number one, sequential statement. Number two, control statement or conditional statement. The sequential statements are executed one by one in a sequential manner. Now, the control statements are statements which control or change the flow of execution. In Python programming, these are the control statements. Number one, simple if statement, if-else statement, if-elif, else statement, while loop, for loop, break statement, continue statement, else suit, pause statements, assert statements, return statement. Now, in this lecture, we are discussing only simple if statement, if-else statement, nested if-else statement. This is the simple if statement. The statement is used to execute one or more statements depending on whether the condition is true or false. This is the syntax. If the condition colon statement 1, statement 2 and so on, statement n, then statement x. This is here the space indicates indentation. Now, if there is no space, we get an error. If the condition colon after colon statement 1, statement 2, dash dash, statement n are suit. Now, this is the working rule. Now, the first condition is evaluated either true or false. If the condition is true, the statements given after colon are executed and the statement x are executed. If the condition is false, then the statements after colon are not executed and execution jump to the statement x. Now observe the syntax. If the condition is true, after colon, these statements are executed. After executing these statements, statement x will be executed. If the condition is false, the control jump to the statement x, that is statement 1, statement 2, dash dash, statement n are not executed directly. Control jumps or goes to the statement x. Now observe here one note, indentation is very important in Python programming. The indentation refers to spaces that are used in the beginning of the statement. The statement with some indentation belonging to some group are called suit. Now observe this syntax. If the condition after space statement 1, space statement 1 and so on, statement n, these statements are called suit. Now this is the simple program to find the larger of two numbers using simple if statement. First step, to read the two numbers a and b. These are either integer number or floating point number. Now this is the syntax. I am using eval function. Eval function evaluated numeric values. Now after reading a comma b, if a greater than b, if it is true, print a is a large, then this will be executed. Again checking the condition, if a less than b, if it is true, b is large. If it is false, control goes to jumps to the empty statement. Here there is no statement. I will execute this program. First I want to read two values. A comma B is equal to eval of x for x in input enter A and B dot split. Now this is the syntax for reading two values, either integer values or floating type values. Next, I am checking if A greater than B. If it is a true, here observe here, this is the indentation. If it is a true, print A is a large. A is a large. A is a large. Again, if A less than B, print B is a large. B is a large. B is a large. Now I am executing this. Now enter two values, 10, 20. 20 is a large. Now I am executing again. First 20 I am giving, 10. Now here also 20 is a large. Next I am enter floating point values, 12.34, 45.23. Observe here, 45.23 is a large. Now this is the simple program to find the largest of two numbers using simple if statement. Now this is the next program. Write a Python program to find the larger of three numbers. Now first I am reading three values A comma B comma C using this statement. First initially assuming big is A. If B greater than big, if it is a true, big is B. Now if C greater than B, if it is a true, big is C. Now print the big is a large. I am executing this program. I am reading three values A comma B comma C is equal to eval of x for x in input enter A comma B and C. Enter A comma B and C. Just assuming big is equal to A. If B greater than big, big equal to B. Next, if C greater than big, big equal to C. Now print big is large. Big is large. Now I am executing the program. Enter 12, 34, some 56. 56 is a large. Now 34, 12, some 57. 57 is a large. Again, some 56, 12, some 23, 56 is a large. I am giving the different combinations. Next, 34, 56, 23, 56 is a large. Similarly, I am giving some floating point values 12.45, 56.23, next 23.56, 56.23 is a large. This is the program to find the largest of three numbers using simple if statement. Write a Python program to find the roots of the quadratic equation using simple if statement. Now in this program I am using square root, a mathematical function square root, and also FABS function. When we are using mathematical functions, we should import math module. This is the syntax. From math, import star. A star means all mathematical modules. Now in the quadratic equation, ax square plus bx plus c, here a, b, c are unknown numbers. First we have to read the values abc. abc is equal to eval of x, eval for x, in input enter abc, split. First we have to calculate discriminant. Now the discriminant is b square minus 4ac. Here disc is equal to b star b minus 4 star a star c. Suppose if discriminant is equal to 0, the roots are equal. Now these are the roots of the quadratic equation. x1 is equal to x2 is equal to minus b by 2 star a. Now I want to print these values x1 and x2. If the discriminant is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. Now this is the first root. x1 is equal to, this is the formula, minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here minus b square root. I am using a mathematical function square root of discriminant is defined here disc by 2 star a. Similarly, the second root x2 is equal to minus b minus sqrt of disc by 2 star a. I am printing this value. If discriminant is less than 0, the roots are complex numbers. Now I am finding the complex number x1 plus ix2. Now this is the x1, that is the real part is minus b by 2 star a. Now the value I am rounding up to 2 decimal places. Here I am using round function. Now for imaginary part, x2 is equal to round of square root of discriminant. Discriminant is negative. I am converting to the positive. I am using the mathematical function abs of abc by 2 star a. I am rounding up to 2 decimal places. Next I am printing z1 is equal to complex of x1 comma x2. Next the conjugate of next root z2 is equal to the conjugate of this, that is x1 minus x2. I am using the complex function complex of x1 comma minus x2. Now this is the roots of the quadratic equation. Now first enter unknown values a comma b comma c. First I am finding the calculate discriminant. Disc is equal to b square, that is b star b minus 4 star a star c. b square minus 4ac, this is the discriminant. First I am checking the condition if disc is equal to 0, disc is equal to 0, the roots are equal. Now this is the first root, x1 is equal to minus b by 2a, minus b by 2 star a, 2 star a Now the both roots are equal, that means x1 is equal to x2. After finding x1 and x2, I am printing the roots. Print x1 is equal to, print x1 is equal to x1, comma, in the new line x2 is equal to, comma, x2. Next, if disk greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. Now the first root x1 is equal to minus b plus square root of the discriminant, minus b plus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2 star a. This is the first root. Now the second root x2 is equal to, say, minus b minus sqrt of disk by 2 star a. After this, I am printing the value x1 and x2. Here I am copying this print statement. Next, if disk is less than 0, if disk is less than 0, I am calculate x1, the real part, round off b by 2a, b by 2 star a, comma, up to 3 decimal places. x2 is equal to round off sqrt of fabs or abs, fabs of disk by 2 star a, comma, up to 3 decimal places. Print z1 is equal to complex of x1 comma x2. Next, print z2 is equal to complex of x1 comma minus x2. Import from math, import, stop. I am importing all mathematical modules because I am using the mathematical function, square root function, round function, fabs of function. Enter 3 values 1, 2, 3. Now this is the first complex root. Z1 is equal to 1 plus 1.414j. Z2 is equal to 1 minus 1.414j. Next 2, 3, 4. Now observe here, this also complex roots. Next 1, 3, 2. Now observe, the roots are real and distinct. The roots are real and distinct. Now I am executing first 1, 4, comma 4. Observe, the roots are equal roots. The roots are equal roots. Next, the if else statement. This syntax: if the condition or expression, statement T1, statement T2, and so on, statement Tn. Now these are the true block statements. Else, statement F1, statement F2, and so on, statement F. These are the false block statements. Next, statements X. If the condition or expression evaluated either true or false. If the condition or expression evaluated true, the true block statements, that is statement T1, statement T2, and so on, statement Tn will be executed. After executing this statement, control goes to the statement X. If the condition or expression evaluated false, the control goes to else block. Here the statement F1, the statement F2, and so on, statement Fn are executed. After executing this else block, control goes to the statements X. This is a simple program. Write a Python program to check whether the given number is even or odd. Now I am designing the problem. Suppose n is the given number. If n is dividing by 2, if the remainder is 0, then it is even. Otherwise, n is odd. Now this is the equivalent Python statement. Here if n modulo division with 2 is equal to 0, print n is even number. Otherwise, that is else, print n is odd number. Now I am executing this program. Here n is unknown number. We have to enter the value through keyboard. Now n is equal to integer number. I want to convert int of input, enter n. Enter n. If n modulo division with 2 is equal to 0, print n is even number. Even number. Else print n is odd number. N is odd number. This is the program. I am executing this. Suppose n is equal to 12. 12 is even number. N is equal to 23. 23 is odd number. Write a Python program to find a larger of two numbers. Suppose let a and b are two numbers. If a is greater than b, a is a large. Otherwise, b is a large. Now this is the equivalent C statement. If a greater than b, print a is a large. Else b is a large. Here A and B are two numbers, unknown numbers. We have to enter these values. Now I am enter two values A comma B is equal to eval of x for x in input, enter A and B, enter A and B dot split. Next, if A greater than B, print A is a large. A is large. Else print B is a large. Print B is large. Now I am executing the program. Enter A and B. 12 comma 34. 34 is a large. I am enter 34 comma 12. 34 is a large. Now 45.56. I am enter the real value. 45.56, 23.78, 45.56 is a large number. Write a Python program to print given year is a leap year or not. This is the definition of the program. A year which satisfies one of the following two cases. The first case is it is divisible by 4 and should not be divisible by 100. The second case, it is divisible by 400. If the one of the condition is true, the given year is a leap year. Otherwise, the given year is not leap year. Now this is the practical code. If n is divisible by 4 and not divisible by 100, or it is divisible by 400, it is true, the given year is a leap year. Otherwise, the given year is not a leap year. N is equal to int of input, enter year, enter year, enter year. If n is divisible by 4, that is n modulo division with 4 is equal to 0, and n is not divisible by 100, n is not divisible by 100, that is n modulo division with 4 not equal to 0, or n divisible by 400 is equal to 0, print n is a leap year, n is leap year. Else print n is not a leap year. Not a leap year. I am executing this program. Enter 2020. 2020 is a leap year. Next 2021. 2021 is not a leap year. Next 2022. 2022 is not a leap year. Next 2023 is not a leap year. Next 2024 is a leap. This is another program. Write a Python program to test whether a given number is in between 1 and 100 or generally in between A and B. Now here this is we have to enter the value in between 1 and 10. Now assuming n is the number in between 1 and 10. If 1 less than n less than 10. Now I am using chaining rule of relational operator. 1 less than n less than 10. The given number n is in between, therefore the n is between 1 and 20. Otherwise the given number n is not in between 1 and 10. Now n is equal to int of input enter n. If 1 less than n less than 10, print n is in between 1 and 10. Else print n is not in between 1 and 10. It is not in between 1 and 10. Now I am executing this program. Enter 3. 3 is in between 1 and 10. Now enter 45. 45 is not in between 1 and 10. Now suppose generally I am writing to check whether the given number n is in between A and B. A comma B is equal to int of x for x in input enter A and B dot split. Now n is equal to int of enter n in between A and B. If A less than n less than B, print n is in between A and B. In between A, in between A and B. Else print A is not in between A and B. Print A is not between A and B. I am executing the program. Enter AB 2367. Now enter N in between 23 and 67, that is 45 is in between 23 and 67. Next enter AB 56 and 99. Now the 12 is not in between 56 and 99. Now this is the general program. Now here I am using chaining rule of relational operator. The nested if-else statement. An if or if-else statement within another if or if-else statement is called nested if-else statement. This is the syntax. If condition 1 colon within the if condition 2. Now this is the statements block A, else statements block B, next else statement block C, else statements block D. First, the working rule of nested if-else statement is if the condition 1 is false. If the condition 1 is false, control goes to the statements block C. These statements will be executed, then statements block D will be executed. If the condition 1 is a true, next the inner if statement, the condition 2 will be checked. If the condition 2 is a true, statements block A will be executed, then control goes to the statements block D. If the condition 2 is a false, control goes to statements block B, then statements block D will be executed. Now observe here, if the condition is 1 is a false, the statements block C are executed. After executing the statements, control comes out of the if statement and the statements block D are executed. If condition 1 is evaluated to true, the inner if statement is executed. The condition 2 is checked for true or false. If it is evaluated to true, then the statements block A are executed. Otherwise, the statements block B are executed. After executing the inner if else, control comes out of the loop. Statements block D are executed. Now this is the simple program. Write a Python program to find the larger of 3 numbers. Now here A, B, C are 3 numbers. If A greater than B, if it is a true, again I am checking A greater than C. If A greater than B, it is a true. If A greater than C, if it is a true, maximum is A, that is A is big. If it is false, maximum is C, that is C is big. A greater than B is a false. It is a false. Again I am checking B greater than C. That is, if B greater than C, I am printing the maximum value is B, else the maximum value is C. Now in the statement, I am entered 3 values A, B, C is equal to int of x or evolve of x. Evolve of x. For x in input, enter A, B, and C. First I am checking if A greater than B. If it is true, again, if I am checking A greater than C, if it is true, I am print A is a large. A is big or large. Else I am printing C is a large. Large or big. Else I am comparing. Else if B greater than C, if it is true, print B is big. B is big. Else print C is big. C is big. Now I am executing this. I am enter 1, 2, 3. 3 is big. Now I am enter 23, 45, 12. 45 is big. Again I am enter 56, 23, some 25. 56 is big. Suppose I am enter floating point value 23.56, 45.89, 23.78. Now observe here 45.89 is big. Now we can write the same programming another approach. Observe here A greater than B is true, A greater than C is true, A is big. I am combining these two, A greater than B and A greater than C is true, A is big. Otherwise, I am comparing B greater than C. If it is true, B is big. Otherwise, C is big. Now this is another way of writing the same program. Observe A, B, C are the given numbers, A greater than B and A greater than C. If it is true, T is a maximum. False, I am comparing B and C. If it is true, B is big. The values A, B, C. If A greater than B and A greater than C, print A is big. A is big. Else if B greater than C, if it is true, if it is true, print B is big. B is big. Else print C is big. C is big. I am executing this. Enter ABC 1, 2, 3. 3 is a big. Again 45, 23, 14. 45 is a big. Again I am executing 23, 56, some 25, 56 is a big. Now I am entered some floating point value 12.45, 67.34, 78.35. Observe here, 78.35 is a big. Now I am going to stop here. Thank you.